Hey, good morning, my dear friends. It's great to be with you all. I'm Phil Friedman down here in Surfside, California, and this is just a magnificent scene here this morning. The ocean's flat, calm, there's no wind. There's a big, bright full moon here and a gorgeous sunrise to my right. It is absolutely beautiful. You know what time it is, everybody. Oh, that coffee smells so spiritually delicious. Oh, it is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. We've got a lot to go over with you. Atmospheric Rivers, Bass Pro Shops this Saturday. I'll be there. It's going to be a fun day. Danny Cadoto Show live tonight on the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. Big sand bass, halibut, offshore fishing. I mean, we've got so much to cover with you, and it's great to be back with you all. Hey, we're proudly brought to you by Daiwa. Don't forget, when you're going to gear up with the best, Daiwa and Monair security systems. If you're hiring a security guard for your business, you're doing it all wrong. Monair security systems can make it happen for you at less of a cost to you and way more efficient and way better for your business. All right, it's great to be with you. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a little chilly, and whether we're grunion last night or not, I don't know, because I was snoring away during the grunion run. So if you saw any grunion on a beach last night, please leave a comment on our YouTube channel. I would deeply appreciate it. Speaking of that, we've got 2 more nights to go of the grunion run, tonight and tomorrow night. We'll see whether those little devils show up. It's a little bit early in the season. It's the first grunion run of 2023, so we'll have to see what indeed goes on. A couple of other things worth noting to you. I mentioned Bass Pro Shops. This Saturday we'll be doing 6 podcasts from 1 in the afternoon until 2:30, but I'll be there at Bass Pros at 11 a.m. Come on by and say hello. More importantly, give me the opportunity to thank you as we move up on 2 million views and almost 200,000 hours of content consumed by you on the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. That doesn't count Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of our social media. It's really something that I don't know if I can express my gratitude to. You've helped us grow so fast, so strong. Thank you so very much. Give me the opportunity to say that to you. And then also a week after this weekend, 540 Slingers Clubs, they're going to have their coffee donut casting practice seminar. I mean, come on down if you're learning how to cast. If you want to perfect your game a little bit better, nobody better to do it than Jeff Yeomans and the guys from the 540 Slingers Club, because they are there to help you get better. So I will hopefully be able to make that myself. And then also, of course, the Bart Hall Show and Day at the Docks looming out there. Those are some great events also. All right, my friends, Atmospheric River, that is set to hit tonight, mostly to the north of us, Santa Barbara and north of there. They have some severe flooding headed their way. This is really the real deal. This is not the weather guy, the local weather guy trying to hype up a 1/4 inch of rain so he gets more views. This is the real deal. In Los Angeles and south, let's say down to northern Baja, we're going to get some rain, no doubt about it. Start tonight, and it's going to be a little rainy on Friday, but it's not going to be anything too crazy. And the wind is not forecast to blow locally here on Friday or for the next up until Wednesday. And then it looks like we might get a little breeze, but for the most part, we're going to be okay. It's the folks up to the north of us that have to be very, very careful. We'll be watching that for you very, very closely. St. Patrick's Day is on the horizon, the 17th of March, and also the Pegasus is planning on going offshore and looking around. So that'll be interesting. If they get out, get enough people to go, that should be really, really interesting to see if they are not going to find the bluefin tuna or something out. As recently, we told you about the San Diego out of Seaforth Sport Fishing. They did see evidence of life in terms of yellowtail at the Coronado Islands. Didn't get them to bite, but that's a good signal. You got to see them, you got to find them before you catch them, and hopefully the light switch is going to go on one of these days very, very soon, because I can feel spring in the air. And more importantly, I can feel it in the water, where the grunion are starting to move in. Surf fishing wise, we're seeing more corvina starting to move in on the beach. Some nice barb, perch, halibut. the surf is looking pretty darn good also. Down in Cabo San Lucas, some decent surf fishing going on down there. Speaking of that, with some Sierras taken down there. Cabo Surfcaster, great guy, and he really gets the job done offshore. Sean Morgan tells me a little bit of striped marlin, some roosters on the beach, occasional hit on some yellowfin tuna down there, and also some dorado, but still kind of in its infancy. We're moving into a much better bite. Cedros, there has been some big halibut, sea bass, and they're starting to move toward their yellowtail season now. Up there around the area around San Quintin, some yo-yo iron yellows down there, along with good rockfish. Punta Colonet, San Diego base boats hope to get down there this weekend. That should be excellent rock fishing, number one. And number two, high hopes that the yellows are going to bite. Ensenada, our friends from Blackfin, providing some really great rock fishing. It's been good, steady fishing, especially when they go down south off the Santo Tomas area and they find some really good fishing on that Soledad bank. There's other areas that are productive also. So all looking good. Our friend Diego Nuno, Costa Baja Fishing is available for you. And Arnie eating his palomitas during our live shows in Ensenada. Arnie likes to eat popcorn and watch our stuff. Arnie, man, those are 3 operations in Ensenada that you can fish with. All right, as we get you up a little bit closer to the USA, let's jump into the USA. Rock fishing is closed here in Southern California until April the 1st, but that's going to open up before you know it. I mean, as fast as time flies nowadays, it'll be open before you know it. Now you have to go into Mexico where rockfish is abundant and open. And some of the extended boats out of San Diego are indeed doing that. Nothing wrong with that. That's been really good for those guys down there, as their rockfish season is really all year long because they are butted up against Mexico where they can go down and fish that stuff. So it's been pretty good for that. Now also, local boats have been getting in on some really nice sand bass fishing. The Dolphin out of Fisherman's Landing, they do this halibut derby. Also, I think it's on Wednesdays down there. Had a nice flatfish here recently, and they've also had some darn good wintertime sand bass fishing. Nothing wrong with that, man. There's some nice big sandies. Those fish are on structure for the most part. You are fishing fluoro, 40-pound, a 2-ounce sinker, whether it's a torpedo or a sliding egg or a lead head, and some fresh dead squid works wonders on those sand bass. They love to bite it when you get bit and you're on structure. I'm talking about, you know, a pinnacle, a sunken ship, whatever it is. Those little devils know how to run you right back into that structure. You need to turn the handle and pull really, really hard when you initially get bit. You get them up 6 feet away from that structure, you can calm down a little bit. But I'm telling you, you got to get some winds on it. And that's why we like to go with 40-pound fluoro. Sometimes you can't get bit on it. You'll have to go down. You're going to have to figure it out, be observant, adapt. That's the name of the game when you're fishing. You've got to really pay attention and talk to the crew. Those guys are out there every single day and they will help you along. www.opsonusa.com. Put in FA at checkout and you'll get a free gift and a love note from Greg Brown. Make sure you do that. Great fluorocarbon, no question about it. All right, so we've got that halibut, we've got that sand bass, and we've got similar stuff going on here. You can also fill in with sheepshead, sculpin, whitefish during this time of the year. Those fish are allowed to be taken right now. So keep that in mind as they present excellent table fare for you. And I mean, there's nothing better than a fresh fish taco. And for those of us in fishing, it was Eddie Leland. I was visiting with Eddie, made him a couple of burritos yesterday and took him over to his house and visited with him. And Eddie was asking me, do I go out to eat fish very often? I said, hell no. I mean, as lucky as you and I are and everybody watching this pretty much who goes fishing, you just can't buy the fish, the quality, the freshness that we're able to catch. So we are truly blessed to be able to do that. And sculpin, whitefish, all that razzmatazz will offer you some really good stuff. All right, and Marcus Fain, He also had some nice big sand bass. It looked like he was fishing on the new Del Mar up there out of Marina Del Rey, sport fishing by the look of the deck to me. Had some nice big sand bass. So up and down the Southern California coast, we continue to catch wintertime sand bass. And then we have those other species that I just mentioned that fill in quite nicely. I want to thank all our Patreon members. You are the heart and soul of Friedman Adventures. For as little as $5 a month, you can help us produce more and more content, and that's what we want to do. We want to have 24/7 content available for you in the sport that you love so much. And of course, we have some travel stuff and some food stuff and some cooking stuff. We're going to add all that and more in the coming weeks and months. So thank you so much. If you're a Patreon member, I thank you. If you're thinking about doing it, we would deeply appreciate it. It is what keeps the channel alive and allows us to expand and bring you even more coverage. So thank you very, very much for that. All right. So along the surf, we've also got some really nice fishing going on. More corvina are starting to be seen here on the beaches. There's been some halibut with this grunion run. Now, as I say, I was out here the other night till midnight waiting for those dumb things to show up on the beach, and they never showed. It was cold. I was miserable. Actually, there was a guy down there surf fishing. He didn't catch anything, but super cool guy. Jeff, good morning to you. And so we chatted, and then we both threw in the towel around midnight. No grunion. But maybe last night, put a comment, please, if you found those little devils. I want to mention a guy that was fishing Pismo Beach here recently, and that is Jimmy Guerra. Jimmy had a barred perch that almost went 3 pounds. It was 15.5 inches long. Jimmy, that is one heck of a gorgeous fish. Congratulations, my friend. Really, really nice. And, you know, barred perch like the cooler water. So wintertime, cool water, that's what we are catching for the most part right now. But more corvina, as I said, and we'll see the yellowfin croaker start to go here very, very soon. Also, hopefully that's going to kick into gear really, really soon. All right, my friends, don't forget Bass Pro Shops this Saturday. 6 different podcasts I'll be doing. I'll be there at 11 a.m. Come by, say hello. Those podcasts start at 1, but there's all kinds of activities starting at 11 a.m. More seminars that some really great people in this industry will be giving. It's going to be a great day, and so many things are on sale at Bass Pro Shops right now. I mean, you are going to be able to buy some tackle and some other great outdoor stuff at really discounted prices. And as always, it's the Disneyland for the outdoorsman. It is such a fun place to be at this Saturday. Bass Pro Shops, I will see you there. All right, my friends, Danny Cadota tonight at 6 p.m. I'll be there with Danny. Looking forward to that show. Danny, such a great guy, so many great stories. He's done it all, and I can't wait for that tonight. All right, my friends, I can't explain to you how gorgeous it truly is. Bright full moon, gorgeous sunrise, and another beautiful day here in SoCal. Be careful up north there. This is the real deal with the atmospheric river. They're going to get some heavy, heavy rain up in that neck of the woods. All right, my friends, have a great day. Take care, and I hope to see you this Saturday at Bass Pro Shops. One more swig.
In the savings at Bass Pro Shops in Rancho Cucamonga for our biggest fishing sale of the year. The Spring Fishing Classic is March 9th through the 29th. There will be free seminars happening all event long. Friedman Adventures will be recording a podcast on March 11th from 1 to 2:30 with local pro staff being interviewed. Kids Weekend is March 18th and 19th with a catch and release pond and free photo download. Check the store page at BassPro.com for all the details. Catch big savings all over the store, like up to 55% off select Bass Pro Shops lures. And save $50 on a Bass Pro Shops Extreme XML Baitcast combo. Trade in your old rod and reel and save up to $100 on a new one. All trade-ins will be donated to local nonprofit organizations to help get more kids outside. Your adventure starts at the Spring Fishing Classic at Bass Pro Shops in Rancho Cucamonga. Don't forget to check out the MDC camper next to our Tracker Off-Road department for the ultimate outdoor adventure.